saying for this paper, your base textbook is high school English. See this. I'll show you the next slide. High school English grammar and composition. This is the title of your of the text that is prescribed for you, and this is by Wren and Martin. So you must have definitely heard of Wren and Martin. You must have seen it during school. The red colored book,
Yeah.
with yeah, you must
Yeah,
have,
sure.
right?
Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes.
So that is your base book for this particular paper of 2 credits. Okay. All the topics are taken from that book. And particularly if you're looking at parts of speech, definitely Wren and Martin. So what I have done is, if you want to purchase the book or if you want to get hold of it from someone who already has it, go ahead. That is the best thing to do. But if you are someone who relies on PDFs, because a lot of students these days have gone digital, so I have downloaded the latest edition of the book and I'm going to send it across to you. Don't you worry about that. Okay, I have opened Zoom. I have Zoom on my laptop. I have opened it. I'm just trying to create a meeting. Oh, everybody is saying that they have. Okay, very good, very good. Okay, just wait. I'm creating a link. Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to share it on your chat box. Okay, just a minute. It's already a lot of time is wasted. Let's focus on what we were supposed to do. I'm going to share the PPT once again. So, quickly going forward, English for competitive exams. This is the title of your open elective, and we are looking at the first topic, that is parts of speech. Okay, and I just mentioned to you why it is important for you to learn parts of speech. I told you that it is the foundation of sentence structures, etc., whatever is written on this slide. We moved on to talk about the fact that there are 8 parts of speech. And then here I also told you that um, the book that you're going to refer to is High School English Grammar by Wren and Martin, which is your base book, where you have not just parts of speech, you also have all kinds of writing that is given in your syllabus as well as otherwise. So it is definitely good for you to keep one copy with you. A hard copy is preferred, but if you do not have a hard copy, it is all right. I'm going to share this as well as the PDF. Please mute yourself. Huh? Somebody has unmuted. If someone else can do that, please do that in the background for me. Thank you. Yeah. So I was saying that it's good to have either a copy in hand or to have a soft copy. I will be sharing the PPT as well as the soft copy. Um, Whoever is recording can send the recording to me, and I will send these, documents to you. Okay. So now, looking at the 8 parts of speech that are there, you have the noun. Okay, and simple definition of a noun is that it's a naming word. Basically, anything that you give a name to, anything that you wish to call by a certain name. But that is the simplest definition that you can give. There are um, types of nouns, okay, or kinds of nouns, as Wren and Martin calls it. Then you have the gender, the possessive case, you have, cases, you have numbers, etc. So all that we're going to look at very quickly. Then you have the adjective, the pronoun, sorry, which replaces a noun. So in the example, column, um, there are 4 or 5 examples that are there. One, for noun, you have Ravi, which is a proper noun. Mumbai again, which is a proper noun. Book, which is a common noun. Freedom, which is an abstract noun. Okay, so these are kinds of nouns that we are going to look at. So I am not going to go into details right now because I want to really jump to looking at the topics and trying to cover and finish them. So this particular table is for you to understand the difference between one and the other. Okay, where, for instance, the function is most important. What does a pronoun do? It replaces a noun. It is used instead of a noun. So instead of using a name again and again, when you're writing a paragraph, when you're writing, say, a narrative, or you're describing what a certain person is doing. For example, the name Ravi is given here. So let's talk about Ravi. If I say Ravi goes to school every day, Ravi likes to play football, Ravi prefers eating chocolate after dinner, whatever. Okay, it becomes a repetitive term the term that we use to refer to this person called Ravi. Okay, and therefore we use a pronoun instead of a noun, instead of repeating the word again and again. But again, as I said, it's not that simple. Okay, there are types of pronouns and there are different purposes that pronouns are used for. We're going to go and look at that as well. Moving on to adjective. Adjective is a qualitative term. Okay, it adds more meaning to any noun. For example, I say a hat, and then I say a white hat. Okay, then I say a beautiful white hat. Okay, now what I have done is I have simply given words to describe the hat. Okay, and therefore these are descriptive words, words which qualify a noun and add more meaning to what or how we perceive that noun. Okay, then we move on to the verb. Okay, where I should say that the verb is by far the most important part of speech among all the other parts of speech. And why am I saying that? Because an entire sentence can consist of only one word, that is the verb. Okay. For example, if I say speak, okay, I am basically asking you to do some action. So we also call the verb as a doing word. Okay. But is it as simple as that? No. The verb can have multiple words which go as verbs, which make a whole verb phrase. And one of the topics that is there, which comes later in your syllabus for this open elective, is tenses. So verbs are directly connected to tenses. Okay. So if you understand the verbs and the verb phrase, you will definitely understand the different tenses. Okay. So moving on. So I repeat one thing that I said, that an entire sentence can consist of a verb, which means that the verb is the only part of speech which completes a sentence. Please note this down, that a sentence is incomplete without a verb. Okay, we call it a doing word, we call it a word which describes action. Okay, and without that, we cannot have a complete sentence. Okay, for example, I say stand, or I say sit, or I say shoot. Okay, it's one word, but you understand completely what is required to be done with that one word. Okay, and therefore, the verb is the most important part of speech, without which a sentence is incomplete. Okay, then adverb. Adverb describes a verb, adjective, or another adverb. So if we say that an adjective qualifies a noun, then an adverb definitely qualifies the other three. That is a verb, an adjective, as well as another adverb. Okay. So we're going to look at all of this. We're going to look at kinds of adverbs as well. Then we move on to the preposition, which shows relation between words. Now, I do also have in my PPT comparisons between parts of speech which are most confusing. Okay, we'll reach that point once I finish describing all the other parts of speech. Okay, and we look at particularly prepositions and adverbs. And most of the time, students get confused between the two. Okay, so where is a preposition used and where is an adverb used is something that we'll look at later. But for now, you need to know that it basically adds more meaning to words which have to describe the position, okay, of something. Like, for example, where is it? It is in the tub. It is on the table. It is under the tree. Okay, it's between the two buildings or whatever. Okay, so you are describing a position, a place, okay, with the help of a preposition. Okay, and the place determines the relation between the words. Then you have conjunctions and interjections. So conjunctions join words or clauses. Okay, and interjections express sudden feeling or emotion. So these are the 8 parts of speech, okay, which we are going to be concerned with. Now I will share this PDF with you on screen so that we can quickly look at them. Yes. So this is the PDF that I'm going to share with you. I hope you're still able to hear me, no? Somebody please tell me yes.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. Yes.
Yes, yes.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you
Yes.
so much. Very sorry for all this hiccup that we had initially, but I think next time onwards, we'll really do something like this. Zoom is definitely a lifesaver. Okay. So now these are the contents of this book, which you have been using since your childhood, right? And I quickly move on to the first topic, the parts of speech, which is the noun. Okay. Um, yeah, this one, the noun and kinds of nouns. All right. So just like I told you, a noun is a word which is used to name a person, place, or thing, but it's not just a person, place, or thing. This is a very basic definition. So let's just brush up what you already know, and let's just move on and remember and fix things in our heads about uh, the function of nouns. Okay, so you do know, uh, if you look at the following sentences, for instance, where Ashoka was a wise king, okay, or for instance, the examples that are given here, Sita, okay, which is a proper noun, or girl, which is a common noun. This is something that you've already learned. Okay, so I'm not going to go deep into it. Okay, let's move on. Let's look at the kinds of nouns, particularly. Okay, and yeah, so you have proper, common, then you have collective and abstract. Now, a proper noun is something that is used to name a place, a person, or a thing which is very definite. Okay. For instance, we looked at Ashoka, we looked at Sita. All right. We also understand that names of places, like for instance, Mumbai or Delhi or India, for that matter, also become proper nouns. Okay. Then what is a common noun? So if we say Sita is a girl, okay, and we look at the word girl, girl could be just any girl, and therefore it's a common noun. So a noun, a naming word which is used to describe some a person, a thing, or a place which is found in common. Like for example, I say a village or a town or a city. Okay, these words are common nouns. But I say Mumbai is a city which is very crowded. Okay, and I know that Mumbai is a proper noun because I'm definitely looking at a place which is one of a kind, and I'm calling it a city, which describes the kind of place that it is. But there could be so many cities that we could look at. Okay, so common nouns are commonly found, proper nouns are specific. Okay, this is something that we have already understood. Okay, moving on, we look at collective nouns. Now, collective nouns, although you have, done this earlier, it becomes a little confusing if you are not aware of which collective noun to use for which particular set of people or things or animals or whatever. So, for instance, a fleet of ship or vessels, an army of soldiers, a crowd of people. Now, for people, you have so many different words to describe. Okay, you could call a group of people as a crowd, a mob, okay, or just a group. All right. And the meaning changes. Like, for instance, when you say a mob of people, can you tell me what is the emotion that describes the collection of people? If I say a mob of people, MOB, mob, what is the emotion that describes it? Do you think that this mob of people would be just casually standing somewhere and watching something quietly? Do we use the word mob for a group of people randomly standing? What do we use
No.
the word mob for?
For like
Can anyone?
criminals.
Not
Okay. So,
probably like criminals, but the people standing and watching at some incidents or some accidents happened on the street.
okay. you can do better than that. You're very warm. You're very
Uh,
closer to what we are going to look at. Yeah.
People who know each
People
other.
protesting,
People who
ma'am.
know each other, probably.
Yeah,
No, no, no. 1 minute.
protesting
Somebody
people.
said protesting. Who was that?
People protesting, ma'am. A mob can be like few people
Yeah,
gathered, disagreeing with
protesting.
something.
Okay. So a mob then is associated with an angry group of people. Okay. That is the emotion that we give to the collective noun mob. So this is something that you need to know, that I say that an angry mob followed, say, the politicians where they went, for instance. So I am saying an angry mob, okay, which means I'm giving the adjective angry to the word mob, sorry, along with the word mob to the people. So an angry mob of people. So the thing is that you use the term mob to describe a group of people who are agitated, angry, protesting, as you rightly said. You know, the emotion associated with them is extreme. Whereas when you say crowd of people, okay, they could just be simply gathering somewhere. So a crowd of people was, say, watching the show of lights during Diwali, for instance. That doesn't really matter. It's just, that. But the difference again between a group of people and a crowd of people, what do you think that would be? Would there be a difference if I say a group of people and I say a crowd of people? Just tell me, what do you think could be the difference?
A group knows each
The
other and
emotion.
a crowd doesn't.
Okay, that's
Yes.
one very
Also,
valid difference.
everything.
Go on. Yeah, please go on because you all spoke together.
The
I
reason
couldn't
for
understand.
gathering, ma'am.
See, uh, the word crowd, what does it mean? When I say the streets are crowded during Diwali, what does it mean?
It means space नहीं है वहाँ पे.
Correct, correct. So, you don't want to go there because it's claustrophobic, isn't it? When so many
Yes.
people
Yes.
have gathered. Huh. So the word crowd then definitely means large groups of people. Correct? So what
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
trying to say is,
Yes.
when you're using a
Yes,
collective noun,
ma'am.
huh, right. So when you're using a collective noun, please understand the purpose of that word and whether the meaning conveyed by using that word is exactly what you wish to bring forth. Okay. So a crowd is a large gathering of people. Whereas if I say a group, like someone rightly said, that they may know each other. So if I say a group of people is standing under my building, that means that group may know each other. I'm not saying they
Yes.
definitely do, but they may know each other. And that's definitely a small group. Okay. So the term group is used to describe a small, a number of people that have gathered. The word crowd is used to describe a large number of people, okay, or groups of people, you could say. And a mob is used to describe a group of people that are angry or they have some extreme emotion which they wish to, move, process, and definitely communicate. So
Articulate.
yes. So देखो people के लिए ही there are, so many different collective nouns that you can use. So you need to know when, especially when there are these multiple collective nouns that you can apply to a set of, a particular thing or people or, animals or whatever, you need to know the difference. Okay. Like for instance, herd and cattle. Okay, so a herd of cattle is passing. Now you know that herd cannot be used for everyone. For instance, a flock of sheep and a herd of cattle. Okay, these two are different from each other. So you just need to know your collective nouns. That's all. You've already studied it earlier, but you may have forgotten because you did not use it over a period of time. Okay, just a minute. I'm closing my window. There's a lot of disturbance coming from outside. Yeah. I hope it's better now. I was getting disturbed. Yeah. So you need to understand which collective nouns describe what. Like, for instance, if I say fish, okay, if I want to call a group of fish or a collection of fish, what is the collective noun I use or I must use?
A school of fish.
A school of
Right.
fish. Absolutely right. A school of fish. So this is something that you need to know. You need to, remember. You need to understand and keep in mind. So if you're going to get questions based on these, you will have to familiarize yourself with stuff that you've learned when you were a kid. That's basically what you need to do. Okay. So yeah, again, jury. The word jury will be applied to people who are. Tell me.
Guilty. In the court, maybe.
Exactly. In a court of law,
The
no, not people who judge, but people who provide verdict to the judge so that the judge can
Yeah.
finalize it. Okay. So you have a group of lawyers who are called as the basically who are
jury.
senior, experienced, and they are made into the jury. Okay. So every term then describes the level of people as well. Okay. So moving on to abstract now. Collective, I think more or less you have understood. Now let's move on to abstract now. Now, this is, I think, the trickiest of all the nouns, isn't it? I'm sure you'd agree that most of the time, while changing the noun from, say, a verb or changing meaning, transforming the noun from a verb or from an adjective, okay, um, converting it into an abstract noun, I think becomes the most challenging part when it comes to nouns. Okay, so you need to understand what basically an abstract noun does. Okay, and also the fact that how they are formed from adjectives, from verbs, and from common nouns. So this is point number 23. So 22, you have the abstract noun introduced in the Renan Martin. And it says that it's usually the name of a quality, an action, or a state considered apart from the object to which it belongs. Apart means adding more meaning to it, qualifying it, like I already told you. So the qualities that you could find could be goodness, kindness, whiteness, darkness. So you see that the ness is added. But then you have this word called honesty, where there is no ness. You have this
Yes,
word
ma'am.
called wisdom. You have this word called bravery. So it gets confusing for students to understand how do you convert a noun or that is a common noun or a verb or an adjective into an abstract noun. Okay, so that is something that we're going to look at. All right. So the three different types of abstract nouns which are listed in front of you: quality, action, and state. Okay, you can see them: action, laughter, for instance, theft, movement, etc. State, childhood, boyhood, etc., etc. Okay, so the stage
Okay.
that a person is in, including death and poverty, by the way. Okay, all of that becomes your abstract noun. So why do we call them as abstract nouns? Because you cannot see them. Okay, sorry, you cannot touch them or feel them, but you can see and experience them, and therefore
You
they're
can
called as
see them.
abstract. It's an idea. It's a thought. Like, for instance,
Okay.
how do you describe childhood? See, you can describe a child, and
Yes.
child is different from childhood. Childhood is a state. Okay,
Correct.
like
Yeah, ma'am.
somebody playing pranks. Okay, you'll say, "Why are you behaving like a child?" It seems that this person is still in his or her childhood. Okay, or
Yes, yes, you
there
are
are
right.
memories of your childhood that come even when you're an adult, isn't it? So, is it easy to describe? Like, for instance, if I tell you, describe to me a child. A child is a common noun. Can you describe a child to me? Can you try? How would you describe a child? A child is someone who,
Energetic or foolish.
okay, but lawfully
Behaves like
also,
a child.
that between the age of whatever, zero
Full
months
of
to,
energy.
1 month to, say 18 years. Okay, let's not say 18, let's say 11, 12 years, because after
13
that you
years,
have
ma'am.
to.
13 years.
Ah, 12 years, and then 13 से teenage शुरू हो जाता है. So say,
हाँ
you know, 1
Pre-pubescent.
month to 12 years or something. Okay, that could
yes
be
yes
one. How could you differentiate between a child and an adult?
behavior.
See, mm, okay, behavior. So something, see,
Adult can
my
understand
question is
the.
very specific. My question is very specific. You can look at the physical qualities, you can look at
Yes
behavior, you can look at,
yes
like we just categorized a child as someone from 1 month to 12 years. So you can basically, you have many markers to identify a common noun. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. But now when I say childhood, is it
okay
easy to describe childhood? Think about it. Is it easy to describe childhood? Is it easy to describe adulthood, boyhood?
No, ma'am, it's an
It's not.
experience.
Yes, absolutely right. It's not easy to describe because it differs from person to person and the kind of experience they have. Like I just said, that it could be that someone is in the state of childhood. There could be that someone is just reminiscing or thinking or remembering about the state of childhood. Okay, so it differs from person to person as to what is that person experiencing at that point of time, which is why it is difficult to understand abstract nouns. They are just abstract. They are a concept. They are a thought, which are identified by certain markers. Like somebody just said, playing pranks, running around, jumping around, etc., etc. All that becomes childish in a way, and therefore you remember your childhood days. Like for example, during the rainy season, you have puddles everywhere. Okay, children jump in puddles, right? They love to do that. But as an adult, imagine you jumping into a puddle. I'm not saying you can't do that. I'm saying, is it going to be validated by people around you?
No.
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 Quickly, somebody, Arey, what are you doing? I mean, why are you behaving like a child? That is the question. And sometimes even you might think, I need to go back and wash these clothes myself. So I'm not going to jump into that dirty puddle. Okay. So it's a state. It's a state of mind. While, for instance, if you've gone trekking, okay, it's raining and all your clothes are muddy, dirty, your shoes are dirty, you don't really bother at that time. In fact, there you would really want to jump around, you know.
yes you are right
So,
ma'am
so
because
that's
that
what
is
I'm trying
the
to say.
place.
Huh.
Yes,
Yeah, tell me.
it means understand to you like that's the place where we traveling, so it's a normal thing. Maybe it's raining and muddy parts are there, so no one even
It
judge
is
you when you
normal.
are doing anything.
Yes, it is normal when you go on a trek that the
Yes
place would be muddy. That you will expect that when you come back home, you're going to get a lot of dirt back. So then
yes
you let your guard down, okay, and you'll say, what the heck? Let's just go and jump into some more of those puddles. Let's get wet. Let's go to Kaniri Caves, for instance. Okay, let's
yes
just, have fun, basically. So that having fun is also a state of childhood, you know. So
yes
what I'm trying to say basically is giving you one example of just childhood, that an abstract noun is very difficult to put down, in terms of quantifying it or qualifying it. It's very difficult. And that is why the
So
term
also,
is abstract. Okay. What is honesty? What is morality? What is kindness? Okay. These are all just described or given to us by society, telling us that if a person, for instance, gives 5 rupees or 10 rupees to a beggar, that person is a kind person. Or shares tiffin with another, that person is a kind person. But that may not necessarily be kindness. You know, someone might just want to give off money because they are rich and they can show that they can. So, what I'm trying to say is describing an abstract noun becomes very difficult.
We
And
can,
therefore,
we
yeah,
can't say it,
ma'am,
but we can
you are not
feel it.
audible to
no, I'm not audible. No, no.
right
Somebody
now
was
you are
saying something. Somebody was
okay
saying something. That's why I stopped. वो एक
okay
लड़की कुछ बोल रही थी. What was she saying? Actually, I'm not able to see who's speaking because I'm sharing my screen on my phone, which is why I prefer
understood
the laptop actually. but कोई कुछ बोल रहा था.
हाँ, वो वहाँ पे लिख के आ रहा था मैम। मैम यहाँ पे ना एक
So
Yes.
please understand abstract nouns, as I just said, it's very difficult to identify exactly what it means unless you know what it is, which is why that is considered to be the most challenging of all nouns. But having said that, okay, these are the general, or should I say, commonly used abstract nouns. The point number 22 that is given, okay, are the commonly used abstract nouns. But you can convert any noun, common noun, common noun, verb, or an adjective into abstract nouns, as point number 23 says. Like, for example, kindness comes from the adjective kind. So when you say he was a kind person, okay, kind is qualifying the person. And if you say, I admire his kindness, so kindness is also a noun, but it is an abstract noun. Okay. Then looking at verbs. So obey, to grow. Okay. So from obey, you convert it into obedience. Now, how do you understand obedience? You have to just put a pronoun before an abstract noun to understand whether it is the correct form. Like, for example, his kindness, his obedience, her honesty. Okay. So you put a pronoun before an abstract noun to understand whether your conversion or transformation is correct. All right, please note that down. Now, third one, from common nouns, for example, from child, childhood, from slave, slavery. Then another classification of nouns is into countable or uncountable. So countable nouns are those which you can count. For instance, a book, a pen, an apple, a boy, a sister, the doctor, the horse, etc. So a, an, and the three articles, okay, are applied to nouns in order to let us know their position, whether you have a singular or you have plural, or you have a particular thing that you have in mind. Okay. Now, it's interesting to note that a, an, and the will not go before proper nouns. They will only go for common nouns. Okay. Like, for example, if I say Mumbai is a city, right? So a goes before city. But I can't say the Mumbai or a Mumbai. Okay. So articles will not go before proper nouns. Please write that down somewhere. Now, for example, if you are looking at a certain monument like Burj Khalifa, for instance, okay, and you say the Burj, which is situated in Dubai. Now, why are you then using the over there? Because you're talking about a particular structure, okay, which is only available exclusively in one place. So for such exceptions, you may use the, but definitely not a and an. Okay. So, yeah. So coming back to countable and uncountable, uncountable are, those things which, like, for example, sugar. Okay. You will say a small, what? Cube of sugar. Okay. Now it has to be those big cubes which you add to tea, etc., where you say a cube or, 2 cubes or 3 cubes, etc. But those, the actual sugar that you have, the grains are too small. So it's very difficult for. So as I was saying, it's very difficult for you to understand how many grains and what. Okay, just a minute. I'm going to message sir. I'm not picking up his phone. Yeah. Okay. So coming back to uncountable. So which nouns do we call as uncountable? The ones which we cannot count in terms of number. Okay. So you can't say, for example, you can say a drop of milk, but you can't say that I drank 10 drops of milk today. You can't say that. Okay. And therefore milk has a different measurement. Okay. Oil has a different measurement. So you have your milliliter and liter and all that. So therefore we call it as uncountable. Okay. So you will not use a and the etc before milk, oil, sugar and stuff. Okay. But if you're saying a particular, for instance, a particular kind of sugar, so the sugar that was bought from a particular store, okay, then that's fine. Okay, because you're not counting sugar, you are describing a particular kind of sugar. Okay. Now moving on from here, let's look at this exercise and quickly at least some sentences let us solve. Okay. Like for example, let's do the second one. Always speak the truth. Can you tell me which nouns are there in this sentence? The second one, always speak the truth.
Truth
Truth is
is an
the
abstract
abstract noun.
noun, I
Always.
guess.
Correct. Truth is the abstract
Abstract
noun.
noun.
Absolutely right. And so is number 3, honesty. Okay. Now, if I say Solomon was famous for his wisdom, number 6.
Wisdom.
Wisdom is abstract noun. What
Solomon.
about
Solomon,
Solomon?
proper noun.
Proper noun. Okay.
Yes, Solomon is the name,
We
so that
saw
is like proper noun.
correct. Absolutely right. Solomon is a name and therefore it's a proper noun. 8th one. We saw a fleet of ships in the harbor.
Fleet,
Fleet,
collective
collective
noun.
noun.
Okay. Then
Harbor.
ships, common noun. Very good. Then
And harbor,
Harbor abstract.
harbor.
abstract noun.
How can it be abstract? See, there is a the before it.
Yes, yes, in the harbor.
Harbor, common noun.
Harbor is a common noun. Now, will you tell me why is there a before fleet? Does that a belong to fleet?
Supportive verb.
Uh-huh.
No, belongs to ships.
Exactly. So you're describing a fleet, which is the measurement for the number
Okay.
of ships, and therefore
Okay, okay.
actually belong to ships. But is given before fleet because fleet goes along with ships. Okay. Now, when I say, okay, the 9th one, the class is studying grammar, which is correct. So, which are the nouns here?
The class, common noun.
Okay.
The
Then,
class is a yes.
The class,
then,
common
Grammar,
noun.
also common noun.
Grammar, proper noun.
yeah. See, we don't have the because we cannot say the grammar because grammar
It's
is grammar.
only
There's
grammar.
nothing. Correct. There's nothing particular about it. Okay, grammar is grammar. Okay, so
Okay.
therefore you can never say the grammar. That's what I said. That there are some nouns which can take a the, and every noun cannot. Like for example, the next one, the Godavari.
So Godavari is a
Proper
noun only.
noun.
Godavari is which noun?
Proper
Proper.
noun.
Proper noun.
Proper noun. Okay, and we have the before
Ma'am,
Godavari. Why
Godavari is
so?
also the name, right? So maybe
Yes.
yes, you are right.
So why do we have the before it?
Because it's specific. Because it's only one.
It's the only
Yes.
one.
No
Yes,
other
you are right.
Godavari.
Correct. It is only one, and that is why we are talking about the particular
The
Godavari,
Godavari.
which
Yes.
which overflows its banks every year. Very good. Okay. Chalo. Now let us do the next exercise down here, which
Okay.
is converting these nouns into abstract nouns. Okay. All right. Before that, these collective nouns are used to describe a number of cattle, etc. This I think you can manage that. Let's go to abstract nouns because as I said, सबसे ज़्यादा difficulty इसमें होती है. Forming abstract nouns. Long,
Length.
yes. So try putting the or his, etc. before an abstract noun. You will get the correct form of the word. Young,
Youth.
Youth,
Youth.
Youth.
youths, okay. Humble,
Humbleness.
Humility.
Humanity. Okay.
Okay, that is different.
Decency.
Decent, decency. Very good. Cruel.
Cruelty.
Cruelty.
Cruelty. Cruelty. Cruelty.
Cruelty.
Bitter.
Bitterness.
Okay, cruelty.
Bitterness.
Very good.
Fairness.
Strong.
Strongness.
Strength.
Stronger.
Strength.
Strength.
His strength. The
Okay.
strength.
Strength.
That's what I
Okay.
said,
The
ना कभी
strength.
भी उसके पहले his या the लगा दिया तो you will come to know whether the form is correct or not.
Okay.
Then
Truth.
True.
Truth.
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 true,
Truth.
correct. Then
Short. Short.
Shortness.
हाँ
Short.
yes हाँ
Nothing.
Prudence.
Prudency.
Prudence.
prudence. Then
Darkness.
Okay.
darkness. That's simple. Deep.
Depth.
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 Very good.
Depth. Yes.
Depth. Wide.
Width. Width.
Width.
Width.
Width.
Wider.
Width.
Yes. Width. Wise.
Wisely.
Wisdom.
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 Very good.
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Then come. Good.
Goodness.
Greatness.
Goodness.
Greatness.
Okay. Now, I just want to
Goodness.
correct short wala part. Short is shortness. Okay. For short, it is shortness. We
Yes,
generally
ma'am.
don't use short a lot to describe, and therefore, we don't pay attention to it. But short is shortness. Okay. Moving on. Goodness. Then vacant.
Vacancy.
Vacancy.
Vacancy. Very good. That word is commonly used, and therefore, it's something that comes to your
Yes.
mind very fast. Vacancy. Then sweet.
Sweetness.
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 Then human.
Humanity.
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 Very good. Broad.
Broadness.
Broader.
Broadness.
Breadth.
Freedom.
Freedom.
Length, width, and breadth.
Yes.
Okay. Free freedom. Correct. Then proud.
Prouder.
His,
Pride.
Proud.
Pride.
his,
Pride.
his
Pride.
Pride.
Then next one. Brave.
Bravery.
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 Very good.
Very
Novel.
Novelty.
Novelty.
Novelty. Very good.
Novelty.
Novelty. Quick.
Quickly.
Quickly.
Quickness.
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 See, quickly
Quickness.
becomes adverb.
Quickly.
ly लगा दिया
Okay,
ना वो
sir.
adverb हो
Okay,
जाता है.
Okay.
Okay.
Quickness.
Then
Yes, ma'am.
high.
Highly.
Highness.
अरे जब
Highness.
length, width, breadth
Highness.
है.
Highness.
Height.
Height. High height.
ऐसे कैसे बोल रहे हो तुम?
Ma'am.
Length, width, breadth है
Ma'am.
तो height क्यों नहीं है?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am,
हाँ, बोलो.
but actually, highness is used as an honorific, right?
That's different. That's different.
Oh.
That is to honor someone. That's different. Okay, but height is
So,
also there.
Then what
There are two.
what category could
There are
it be?
two. There are two abstract nouns.
Okay.
Okay.
One is measurable, the height, which you use a certain meter, centimeter, etc. to measure. Okay, and the other one is just used to denote the quality of a person, highness, because of the position. So a noun can have two for abstract nouns. Okay,
Ma'am, I
move
was
on. Next,
thinking one thing.
Okay,
I was
yeah,
thinking
tell me.
one thing.
Tell
For
me.
human, you said
Hmm.
the correct word is humanity, but can we not also use humaneness?
Humanness.
We don't
I
say
don't think so.
humaneness. We say he is more humane than someone else.
Okay, so it will be humane.
Humane is also used. That's what I said. A word can have more than one form of abstract noun because you are describing different aspects of the quality. So he is,
Okay.
Okay.
see, humane is used for comparing mostly.
Mhm.
We don't say he's a humane person. We say he's more humane than someone, You usually use that word to compare. So then when you have to separately describe, the word humanity works well.
Okay.
But both the words are right.
I guess it depends on the sentence we frame.
Usage, yes, that's what I was telling you. The context and the usage. That is what I told you in the first slide that I showed you. That words and their forms depend on the context.
Context.
English is a funny language. We can't, give that. Should I say a contradiction or
We
something?
can't
No, English
specify.
is, yeah. English is a funny language. Okay, moving on. Let's do this quickly. Okay, so yeah, poor,
Poverty.
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 poverty. That's how you
Yeah.
pronounce it. His poverty. Then
Okay, sorry,
just
for
Justness.
Justly.
justify.
Justification.
Justice.
Justify.
justice. Yeah, justice.
Okay,
Justice.
justice.
Vain,
Vanity.
Vanity.
vanity. Very good. Sane,
Sanity.
Sanity.
sanity. Correct.
Sanity.
Ignorant
Yes, yes.
Ignorance.
Ignorance.
is ignorant. Ignorant. Very good. Chalo. Now the following verbs: laugh,
Laughter.
Laughter.
laughter, obey,
Obey.
Obeyed.
Obedience.
obedience. Okay, live.
Lived.
Life.
Live is past tense.
What?
Life. Very good.
Life.
Arey, itna easy. The abstract noun of live is life. कितना ये word हम लोग कितना use
Expectation.
करते हैं, right?
Life, na ma'am.
Life, yes,
Okay.
absolutely right. Life.
Okay.
Okay. Expect,
Expectation.
Expectations.
expectation. Okay.
Excellence.
Excellence.
Excellent.
No.
Knowledge.
Knowledge.
Knowledge. Yes. Yes. Steal.
Stealth.
Still.
Stealth.
Stealth.
And
Those who are
stealth.
gamers would know the word
Belief.
stealth.
Belief.
Okay. Believe.
Yes.
Belief.
Belief.
Yes.
Belief.
Serve.
Service.
Service.
Service. Yes. Then
Hatred.
Hate.
Hatred.
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 hatred. Please.
Pleasant.
Pleasure.
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 Pleasure. Act.
Activity.
Action.
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 Action. Active. Yeah. Activity.
Active.
Activity. Active.
Okay,
Activity. Activity.
See, remember I told you put the or his.
Okay.
So the activity.
The activity.
Acha, there is
Okay.
another one, huh? There is activeness also.
Okay.
But it is not
Activeness.
used much. हाँ, activeness भी है, वो गलत नहीं है, but it's not used much. Okay, so
Acha.
activity is what is used a lot. But that also is there.
Starving.
Like highness. Starve.
Starving.
Starvation.
Starvation. Yes, starvation.
Okay.
Then occupy is also
Occupation.
Occupation.
Occupancy.
no, occupancy is again dependent on, for instance, something called as rate. So the occupancy rate. So it becomes an adjective.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
Acha. Yeah, let's
Choose-
go to the
chosen.
next one. Choose. Nay, the
Chosen.
Choice.
Choice.
the
Sorry.
choice.
Okay, sorry.
Choice.
The choice.
No problem. It's okay. It's all right. This is a fun activity that we are doing. Okay. Then next
Okay.
one. Move.
Movement.
Movement.
Movement. Perfect.
Movement.
Conceal is also same. Conceal.
Concealment.
Tent. Correct. Seize.
Seizure.
Seizure. Seizure.
Seizure.
Seizure.
Seizure.
Seizure. Yeah. Seizure. A
Chosen.
person
Okay.
gets seizures, we say, right? Seizure. Yeah. Then flatter.
Flattery.
Flattery. Depart.
Department.
Departure.
Are departure. Flight
Departure.
वगैरह, हाँ?
Departure.
Departure. Yes.
Departure. Okay.
Perseverance.
Perseverance.
Okay. Defend.
Defense.
Defense.
Defend. PE. Defense. Then think.
Okay.
Thinking.
Thought.
Thought.
Thought. Protect.
Protection.
Protective.
Protection.
Protection.
Protective becomes adjective, huh? Protection. Then
Okay.
advise.
Advice.
Advisement.
Advice.
Advice.
CE.
Advice.
CE. Yeah. Like defense का
Advice.
defense CE है, वैसे ही
हाँ.
advice का
Advice
भी
का
CE
advice.
है.
Advisor.
Yeah. And SE is what? What form it is? The verb.
Okay.
Verb.
SE is verb and CE is abstract noun. Okay. Yeah. Punish.
Punishment.
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 Men. Okay. Die.
Death.
Death.
Succeed.
Success.
Successful.
Success.
Succession. The
Success.
succession of.
Okay.
Ma'am,
Then
what
free.
about success?
The success is also fine. That's what I said. दो है. इसके भी दो है. Success
Okay.
and succession.
Succession or succession. Okay.
हाँ.
Both.
Then free.
Freedom.
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 Sight.
No. Someone who is a
This side is
seeker.
Seeker. Okay.
Okay. And you have one more.
Okay.
The sight.
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 Yes, ma'am.
So the act of seeing would be sight, and someone who is actually trying to see, say for instance, life, is trying to seek something. So seeker is also a verb, is
Seeker.
also an abstract noun which is used for seek. Okay. Judge is very simple.
Judgment.
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 Yes. Judgment. Pursue.
Judgment.
Pursue.
Pursuing.
Pursued.
Pursuit.
Pursued.
Pursuit.
The
Pursue.
pursuit.
Pursue.
Yes.
So
What about persuasion?
cultivation.
No, persuasion.
Okay. Persuasion.
Persuasion.
The persuasion, right?
The persuasion.
That
Again,
was
there
also
are
correct,
two.
I think.
Ha. So that again there are two. Okay. Relieve.
Relief.
Relief.
Relieved.
Yes.
Relief.
Leave.
No,
Relief.
relieved becomes
Relieved.
the verb का past
R-E-L-I-E-D.
tense.
Yes.
Correct.
हाँ.
Re अगर लगाया तो वो past tense हो जाता है verb का. Right? So
Correct.
it is relieved. हाँ. Then converse.
Conversation.
Conversation.
Conversation. Whatever we are doing right now, it's the conversation.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Conversation.
Discover.
Okay.
Discovery.
Discovery.
Discovery. Yes. Chalo. Next one. Common
It can
nouns.
also be
King.
discoverer, right? The discoverer.
The discoverer becomes a particular person. Okay.
Common
And therefore that
noun
becomes
could
a
be
common noun.
Okay, common noun.
वो common noun हो जाता है. Because you can, anyone who is trying to discover is a discoverer,
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Chalo. King,
Kingship.
kingship. All right.
Kingdom. Kingdom.
Kingdom becomes a common noun.
Ah.
Kingdom again becomes a common noun. So kingship. State,
Kingship,
na? We are
okay.
looking at a state. So the state of kingship, for instance. What about man?
Madness.
Manhood.
Manliness.
Mankind.
Manhood.
Mankind.
Mankind, manhood, manliness, all of it. They're all varied states. So man can be having multiple abstract nouns in that case.
Okay.
Then
Theft.
theft. Woman,
Womanhood.
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 hood.
Womanhood.
Womanhood. We associate woman
Okay.
with only womanhood.
Right.
And bankrupt,
Bankruptcy.
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 Bankrupted.
So,
same thing. Infancy.
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 Infantry.
Infancy. No, not
Ownership.
infantry, huh? Infantry alag hai. Cavalry,
Okay.
infantry and all
Infant
is different.
infancy. Okay.
Because infantry जो है ना वो collective noun है. See,
Infantry,
cavalry,
ना?
infantry, defense forces में आते हैं. They are collective nouns. Infantry
Okay.
belongs to who? The people who are on foot, the soldiers. So वो TRY जो लगाते हो ना,
Mm-hmm.
that is for people who are on foot, soldiers. Okay, it's a collective
Okay.
noun for soldiers, but you used in defense, of course. But infant का infancy है, CY.
ठीक है मैम.
Then
Okay.
owner,
Yes.
Ownership.
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 correct.
Ownership.
Rogue,
Rogueness.
Rogue.
rogueness. Then regent,
Regency.
Regency.
regency, regency. Then
Authority.
Authorship.
authorship,
Motherhood.
Authorship.
Okay.
Motherhood.
authorship. Then authority is also there, ना, दोनों है.
Authority.
Authority. Okay.
The authority and an authority, two different things. Authority could be a position, okay, and it could be a person also. Matlab, it could be the authority of this particular place. So it
Yes,
again
ma'am.
depends on the usage. Then, next one,
Motherhood.
Motherhood.
motherhood. Then agent,
Agency.
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 hero,
Heroism.
Heroic.
heroism. Very
Heroism.
good, very good.
Right.
Somebody said heroism. Very good.
Heroism.
Heroism.
Yes,
Okay.
correct.
Heroic.
Beggar,
Beggary.
Beggary.
Begging.
beggary.
Beggary.
No, beggary. Correct. Beggary.
Beggary.
Coward,
Okay. Beggary.
Cowardice.
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 Priest,
Priesthood.
hood.
Priesthood.
Just like child and man and woman and all, priesthood.
Priesthood. Okay.
Boy, same thing.
Stood. Boyhood.
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 Then bond,
Bondage.
bondage. Very good.
Bondage.
Okay.
Bondage.
Next one. Pirate.
Piratehood.
Piracy.
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 Yes,
Piracy.
you're aware of that word very well. Okay. Pilgrim.
Pilgrimage.
Match.
Pilgrimage.
Pilgrimage. Yes. Friend.
Friendship.
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 Let's just say friendship. Caption.
Captioning.
Agency.
नहीं, this is caption. Actually, caption होना चाहिए, but caption है. See, when you say caption, it is captioning. But captain का
Captioning, okay.
captaincy है. You all read it?
Captaincy.
differently,
Okay.
actually. Captioning.
Captioning. Okay.
Captioning basically is the abstract noun of caption, which is the state of using captions, basically, which are descriptions that accompany images. Okay. Next one.
Rascal.
Rascal.
Rascalness.
Rascality.
Okay. Rascality. Patriotic.
Patriotism.
Patriotism.
No,
Patriotism.
rascal, I don't think it's rascality.
Patriotism.
No, rascal is not rascality.
So, can we use rascalness?
Actually, it could be rascalness.
Rascalness, right? Okay.
Yeah, it could be ness. Because when we say mischievousness, we say naughtiness, etc. It's very similar to that.
It's a rascalness.
But actually, I don't know. I have never seen an abstract noun for rascal. So I don't know if we can use ness there. So generally people say mischievousness or naughtiness. So let's just leave this. Patriot,
Okay.
Patriotism.
patriotism.
Patriotic.
Latin,
Patriotic.
patriotic is an adjective.
Patriotism.
Patriotism.
No, वो patriarch अलग हो गया ना. Patriarch is a different word. This is patriot. Patriarch is different, huh? Patriarch matlab the head of the family is a man. Matriarch matlab the head of the family is a woman. So ये अलग ही words हो गए दोनों. Okay. This is patriot who is Someone who, dies, I mean, not dies basically, but fights for the nation. Martyr is someone who dies for the nation. So, patriotism.
Patriotism.
Okay, patriotism.
Okay. Glutton,
Gluttony. Gluttony.
glutton.
Gluttony.
Gluttony.
Perfect.
ये भाई अपने
So
अलग विचार में चलो.
with that, we finish abstract nouns. Do you mind if I take a 10 minutes more, a little 10 minutes more, so that I can finish nouns?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, but in 4 minutes it
4
will
minutes are left.
close.
Chalo, let's quickly do this part at least, because you know it. I'm just doing a revision. So the noun, the next aspect of it is gender. Okay, so you have the male and the female gender. So you could be asked to, maybe given the masculine gender and asked to write the feminine gender. So this is something that you'll have to read and memorize, just like I told you for collective nouns. You will have to read and memorize. But what you have to note over here is number 28, where we are talking about objects without life, which are personified. Like, for example, the weather, the sun, summer, winter, time, death, etc. How do you come to know which one is masculine and which one is feminine? This is something that you need to look at. So objects without life
Bus also,
are
right, na ma'am?
personified. Uh-huh.
The bus.
The bus,
Yes, so bus also maybe it's a not maybe a girl.
the
Sorry,
bus is
it's
a
a woman or
masculine
man.
gender. It's a masculine
Okay.
gender. See, that's what I'm saying. So basically, see what is written over here in number 28, the second line, that objects remarkable for strength and violence. Okay, those are
थोड़ा
masculine.
पहले
So masculine is generally associated with strength and violence, and feminine is associated with beauty, gentleness, gracefulness, etc.
Okay.
Okay, so the moon, the earth, spring, autumn, all of these, which are very delicate and feminine, they are given this feminine gender. So, for an example, the sun sheds his beams on rich and poor, and the moon has hidden her face behind a cloud. Spring has
Cloud.
spread her mantle, etc., etc. Okay, so this is something you have to remember, that the ones who are stronger are the masculine gender, and the ones that are weaker or rather gentler, we can say, are the feminine gender. Okay, now these you will have to look at and memorize. Okay, so bachelor, maid, spinster, etc., etc. ये सारा देख के memorize करना पड़ेगा. I think this you should do by yourself. Author, authoress, etc. This you'll have to look at. Okay, then you have the noun number. Okay, like we looked at countable and uncountable earlier. So singular and plural.
So
Okay, how do you attach an S? How do you attach an ES? How do you change it into an OES? So the rules are given over here very clearly, that when there is an S, that you can add, for instance, boy, boys, etc.,
and
etc.
boys, yes, you are right.
And nouns which are ending in S, CH, or SH, or even the pronunciation. Okay, so they come as ES. Glasses, kisses, dishes, brushes, etc. And nouns which are ending in O, उसमें भी plus ES add करते हैं. O plus
अच्छा.
ES becomes OES. So buffalo, buffaloes, mango, mangoes, potato, potatoes, etc., etc. Then some of them which are ending in O do not have an OES. They just have an S add,
Yeah.
meaning the E
It
doesn't
means
come.
bananas, right,
So,
ma'am?
banana, correct. Like for example, dynamo, dynamos, solo,
Yes.
solos. So यहाँ पर
Solos.
E नहीं है. So now this you will have to see and understand which one has an E.
Understand.
A very common mistake I have seen is ये memento word जो है. I have seen
Mm-hmm.
people adding POES to
OE.
mementos.
Okay.
Just because it has an O as an ending. So this one will not take an ES. Okay, it will take only an S to it. Then similarly
Okay.
going down, you see nouns ending in Y. Okay,
Yes.
which are preceded by a consonant. Just say BA, BY. B is a consonant and it ends in Y. Will take an IES. So the Y changes
Okay.
into the I. अब यहाँ पे सबसे बड़ा मिस्टेक क्या होता है लोगों का, Y भी डालते हैं और अच्छा 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 ओके, बट मैं समझा रही हूँ, वो समझ में आ रहा है ना बराबर से?
बिल्कुल मैम,
जी
बिल्कुल.
मैम,
Yes,
जी
ma'am.
मैम.
बिल्कुल मैम, बिल्कुल बिल्कुल मैम.
Yes.
मैम प्लीज शेयर
ठीक है,
दिस
बस वही
पीडीएफ।
है। अगर कुछ भी डिफिकल्टी होगा तुम लोग खुद से भी सॉल्व करके मुझे पूछ सकते हो, बिकॉज वी आर हैविंग टोटल 6 सेशंस। तो आज तो फर्स्ट था,
ओके।
तो
हाँ हाँ
अगर तुमने कुछ सॉल्व किया और तुम लोग ने नेक्स्ट सेशन में लाके डिस्कस किया, आई थिंक दैट वुड बी वंडरफुल, तो
ओके।
सबको फायदा हो जाएगा उसका।
हाँ मैम।
ओके, खाली मैं नाउंस फिनिश कर देती हूँ क्विकली, और नेक्स्ट वीक हम फिर फास्ट जा पाएंगे। एक बार ये मीटिंग का सॉर्ट हो गया ना, तो ये इशू नहीं आया, तो फटाफट हम लोग कर सकते हैं।
नहीं नहीं नहीं
ठीक है
मैम मैम प्लीज शेयर दिस
नहीं
पीडीएफ
नहीं होएगा
आफ्टर
रे।
मीटिंग।
ओके, 1 मिनट, आई विल शेयर दिस पीडीएफ विथ यू। रुको, मैं अभी कर देती हूँ शेयर, अगर कर सकती हूँ तो एक मिनट।
हाँ मैम, ये आप कर
या
दीजिए, फिर
कोई,
हमारे लिए ज़्यादा बेटर रहेगा।
हाँ, कोई एक जन मुझे मैसेज कर सकता है क्या व्हाट्सएप पे? ओके, नाउ आई विल जस्ट सेंड द पीडीएफ, वेट। ओके, हाँ, तो अभी नाउन्स, ये मैंने बताया कि ओ एंड ओ ई एस, ठीक है, ओ ई एस एंड ओ एस में फर्क, राइट? सो all of the nouns ending in o will not have the es, okay, and only some of them will have es, some of them take the s directly। तो यहाँ पे दिया हुआ है कौन सा oes है और कौन सा os है, तो ये देख लो। देन बेबीज, लेडीज एटसेट्रा, मतलब y को निकाल के IES डालना है। You don't have to, along with the Y, you don't have to give the I. Okay, Y निकाल के IES डालना है। So the rule is that you have to omit Y. Okay, remove Y. All right.
अच्छा।
Ladies, ladies, cities, armies, etc., etc. Then there are nouns which are ending in F or FE. So thief, wife, wolf, etc. उसमें भी क्या रूल है, एफ निकल जाएगा, जैसे वाई निकला था प्रीवियस में, वैसे यहाँ पे
हाँ
एफ निकल जाएगा, एंड यू विल हैव ई एस। ओके, सो वी ई एस या ई एस। सो ये देखो यहाँ पर, ओके, एफ ई बिकम्स वी, एफ और एफ ई बिकम्स सो,
वी।
यस। ओके, सो थीफ, thieves, wife, wives, wolf, wolves, etc., etc. Calf, cows.
वुल्व्स।
Okay,
काल्स
then
काल्स।
here,
ओके।
correct, yeah. I have shared the PDF, so you'll be able to see this. हाँ, इसको देख लेना अच्छे से. The nouns
ठीक है मैम।
dwarf, hoof, calf, and wolf take either an S or a VES. ड्वार्फ का ड्वार्फ्स भी होता है और ड्वार्फ्स भी होता है, तो सबसे ज्यादा हमने देखा है कि ये यूज होता है, एफ एस in dwarfs and hoof. So these are exceptions. Okay, these are
ओके।
the common terms and these are the
दिस आर द
exceptions
एक्सेप्शंस।
to the rule. Okay, so dwarfs, hoofs, scarfs, and dwarfs are exceptions to the rule. Got that? Then
यस
chief
मैम।
and chief again. This is what kind of an exception again? Very similar to dwarf and hoofs, etc. Okay. Here you have the S, not the ES. जैसे पिछले वाले में FS या ES दोनों सही था, इसमें सिर्फ S आएगा. So you can, if you want to avoid confusion, okay, exceptions में direct S ही डाल देना. So dwarfs, hoofs, scarves, dwarfs, ending in the S, okay, and the others, handkerchief, handkerchiefs, etc. Then a few nouns form their plural by changing the inside vowel. Like for example, man का men, A का E हो जाता है. Same way
ये
woman
वुमन
का,
का वुमेन।
हाँ, women बोलते हैं. Pronunciation is women.
अच्छा वीमेन। ओके।
हाँ, okay. And only the E changes. The A becomes E. Again, FOOT, foot का FEET, feet हो
फीट।
जाता है. Tooth का
टूथ का
teeth हो
टिथ।
जाता है.
गूस कीस।
गूस का गीस
माउस।
हो जाता है. माउस का माइस हो जाता है, which is different. So O and U
ओके।
become
हाँ, ये ओ
INC.
यू दोनों हट गया, आई हुआ। हाँ।
S भी
एम
निकल
आई
गया,
सी।
तो
हाँ
OUS
मैम
का
वही।
IC हो गया.
हाँ,
Okay.
सिर्फ आई सी।
Similarly, LOUS का LIC ही आ गया. ये सारे जो हैं exceptions हैं.
तो
Then
मैम अगर जैसे अगर वहाँ पे हाउस होता तो फिर क्या होता?
houses, हाउस में सिर्फ S लगाते हैं, हाइस नहीं करते हैं. तो यही है ना,
अच्छा।
माउस माइस है लेकिन हाउस हाइस नहीं है.
हाँ,
मैंने बोला ना,
हाउसेस हो
इंग्लिश
जाएगा ना
इज
वो।
अ फनी लैंग्वेज, हाउसेस ही रहेगा.
ओके।
Okay. अच्छा.
हाँ मैम
32. A few nouns change the inside vowel of the singular. Sorry, ये हो गया. 33. A few nouns that form the plural by adding en. जैसे ox, oxen, child, children. Okay.
चिल्ड्रन
Plural of fish is fish or fishes.
फिशेस
दोनों सही है. जैसे हमारे दो दो एब्स्ट्रैक्ट नाउन्स थे पहले, वैसे यहाँ
वैसे
पे
यहाँ पे दोनों ओके
हाँ फिश का प्लूरल फिश भी है और फिशेस
तो
भी है. दोनों सही है.
फिशेस भी
दोनों सही है. Okay. Then
ठीक
some
है मैम
nouns have singular and plural, like swine, sheep, deer, cod, trout, salmon. ये सारे हैं ना, all of them. उनका singular plural same है. जैसे sheeps नहीं बोलते हैं, deers नहीं बोलते हैं. deer का plural deer ही है. sheep का
हाँ
plural sheep ही है.
शेप ही है
salmon का plural salmon ही है. aircraft aircraft ही है. You can't say aircrafts. Okay.
ओके
So एक ही होता है वो. सिंगुलर
बहुत
प्लूरल का
बहुत नहीं
एक ही
होते
होता है.
ओके
नहीं प्लूरल भी वही वर्ड होता है.
अच्छा ठीक है एयरक्राफ्ट का
सेम
एयरक्राफ्ट
वर्ड
ही रहेगा
सिंगुलर और प्लूरल है.
मीन्स
अच्छा
डजन का डजन ही होगा, डजन्स नहीं.
यस.
ओके
देन गोइंग ऑन. 3 dozen oranges, not 3 dozens of oranges. That is wrong. I know why
इट्स
you're
ओनली
asking
3
this
डजन
question. I know why you're asking this question because you've seen dozens of people. वो गलत है. It is wrong. The word dozen itself means plural. 3 dozen oranges, 1 dozen oranges. उसमें 12 आ जाते हैं ना डजन में.
हाँ
तो वो खुद प्लूरल है.
वो खुद
Okay?
बहुत सारा है वो तो फिर वापस उसमें हाँ
वो खुद बहुत सारा है ना. वो खुद 12 पीसेस है.
हाँ
तो
12 पीस
it's
ऐसा बिल्कुल
plural only.
यस मैम.
Okay, it's a collective thing.
यस
Okay.
मैम
हाँ. तो okay, so read all this. Then some nouns are only used in the plural. For example, उसके s ही होते हैं जैसे scissors. ओके. क्यों बोलते हैं scissors? क्योंकि उसके दो एंड होते हैं, दोनों से कटेगा तो ही कटेगा. So there are
हाँ
always a pair of scissors. Okay. Similarly, we say a cow bellows. जो काउ का जो साउंड होता है उसको बेलोइंग बोलते हैं. एकदम वो पेट से बाहर निकलता है ना आवाज उसका,
हाँ
तो
हाँ
उसको बेलोइंग बोलते हैं उसको. ओके. तो वो साउंड को. तो काउ
ओके
बेलो नहीं बोलते, हम बेलोज बोलते हैं. तो अब तुमको लगेगा अरे एस लगा दिया तो प्लूरल है, पर वो प्लूरल नहीं है. उसका फॉर्म
वो
प्लूरल है.
सिंगुलर ही है हाँ फॉर्म प्लूरल
हाँ
बट
वो
वो
है ही
सिंगुलर ही
सिंगुलर.
है ओके
हाँ मतलब लिखते वक्त एस लगा रहे हैं लेकिन वो है सिंगुलर.
सिंगुलर
जैसे टोंग्स हुआ, पिंसर्स. ये टोंग्स क्या होता है पता है? गरम जब कुछ गरम करते हैं गैस पर
यस
तो वो उसको निकालते हैं ना, जिससे उसको टोंग्स बोलते
यस
हैं.
हाँ
मैम.
पकड़.
ओके हाँ अच्छा ठीक है
उसको टोंग्स बोलते हैं. वैसे ही पिंसर्स जो एकदम छोटे, जैसे आईब्रोज को निकालने के लिए वो पिंच करने के लिए यूज करते हैं, उसको पिंसर्स
हाँ
बोलते हैं.
बट ओके
लैब में
वो
वगैरह
है
छोटे
सिंगुलर ही बट बोलने के लिए
एक्सपेरिमेंट.
प्लूरल
हाँ
में
क्योंकि दो आ गए ना उसमें, दो दो साइड्स होते हैं ना,
हाँ 2 साइड्स
तो
होते
वो
हैं
प्लूरल बन जाता है. वैसे
ओके
ही स्पेक्टिकल्स इज ऑल्सो अ पेयर ऑफ स्पेक्टिकल्स ना. स्पेक्स जो पहनते हैं चश्मे,
हाँ
उसमें दो साइड होते हैं, लेफ्ट राइट.
हाँ
वो एक पेयर हो जाता है. इट बिकम्स अ पेयर. पेयर मतलब टू टुगेदर.
2
ओके. तो इसलिए ये सारे जो है ये एक्सेप्शंस है, इनको प्लूरल के फॉर्मेट में लिखा जाता है बिकॉज उसमें दो दो होते हैं. और उसको बोलते भी है अ पेयर, मतलब दो साथ में. अ पेयर ऑफ सिजर्स, अ पेयर ऑफ टोंग्स, अ पेयर ऑफ पिंसर्स, अ पेयर ऑफ स्पेक्टिकल्स. ओके. अच्छा, शैल वी कंटिन्यू नेक्स्ट टाइम? 10 बज रहा है ना, बहुत लोगों को
हाँ
शायद
मैम अभी नेक्स्ट
लेट हो रहा
लेक्चर्स में
होगा.
क्योंकि
हाँ तो
हाँ
पेज 12 से नेक्स्ट वीक कंटिन्यू करते हैं. वील गो लिटिल फास्टर. टिल देन तुम लोग रीड करो, ये नाउन्स का कंप्लीट करो रीड करके, एंड ट्राई एंड अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट दे आर सेइंग. सिंगुलर प्लूरल नाउन्स यहाँ तक. ओके. एंड ऑल
ओके
दिस
मैम,
जरा
ठीक है.
देख लो. वी विल कंटिन्यू 12 onwards. We will continue page 12 onwards.
ओके मैम
यहाँ से
Okay,
start.
ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
थैंक यू मैम.
थैंक यू
Okay.
मैम थैंक यू
All
Thank you,
right.
ma'am. Thank you.
Welcome. Good night,
Thank you, ma'am.
everyone.
गुड नाइट
Good night,
Good
ma'am.
Good
ma'am.
night.
Good night, ma'am.
Good night, ma'am.
Good night.